A sight we haven't seen in a long time in Metro Vancouver. Streets turned into lakes and people breaking out the umbrellas. Tonight, the first major storm of the season is hammering the south coast with rain and wind as we head into fall. And take a look at this. A small landslide in North Surrey this afternoon caused by the deluge. A retaining wall came down onto River Road near 117th Street. Part of the home's yard also slid down the hill. The large concrete blocks pushed over a hydro line. No injuries have been reported. Good evening, and we begin with that intense storm. It's wet and it's windy and it's making its way through Metro Vancouver, the Fraser Valley, and even up into the interior. And BC Hydro is warning customers of power outages and possible damage left behind. CTV's Mary Cranston is following the wicked weather for us and joins us from the seawall in Olympic Village. Mary?
Hi, Mijang. Yeah, if any of our viewers were driving around today, you likely had limited visibility. If you were walking around today, you're likely still drying off your clothes. The rain has been so intense that a rainfall warning has been issued for Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley. BC Hydro also warning people to stay away from power lines and large trees because of the strong winds that are expected with this storm overnight. Bottom line, it's just been a nasty day. By the time people woke this morning, the streets were covered in a wet glaze. The look on his face says it all. It would be a miserable day.
I'm not ready for it, to be honest with you. I brought the umbrella, but I should have brought boots or something. I didn't realize it was going to be this bad.
People working outside, drenched, but not complaining.
I love working in the rain.
Up to 80 millimeters of rain is expected across Metro Vancouver and the Fraser Valley. The first major storm of the season, made worse by the effects of a severe summer drought.
We're not conditioned for it, and therefore that's why it's a bigger deal than if it was mid or late November when we know to expect them and the ecosystem is also ready for them.
Environment Canada says our soil and vegetation is dried out, causing concern for localized flooding and potentially fallen trees fueled by winds.
And so we're going to have the 60 to 80 kilometers an hour, particularly up and down the Salish Sea, and that's going to cause, power outages.
BC Hydro says they have crews working around the clock to make sure power gets restored as quickly as possible. But this storm will be the first of many this season, similar to what we saw in 2018 and 2015.
What our meteorologists are forecasting, a La Nina phenomenon. So what that is wetter, stormier, windier conditions through the fall and into the winter.
Getting through the nasty weather together, one wet step at a time. Now, officials have been trying to prepare people for this storm. Now, we are in Olympic Village right now, so we're surrounded by a lot of condos, and residents are being advised to remove anything off of their balcony because of the strong winds that we're expected to get overnight tonight. Mijang?
All right, thank you, Mary. We'll let you go get dried off.